Okay, so we made it through security. The vacation officially begins now. We're at Love Field Airport in Dallas, Texas. I got my Whataburger. So ready to relax. The security part stresses us out, but went through really smoothly. TSA pre-check, if you don't have it, you travel more than once or twice in 5 years, it's 100% worth it. So my go-to Whataburger order, breakfast on the bun, I usually get what they call a ranchero style, which is jalapenos and salsa. Don't want to do that on a plane, so I'm just using salsa. Only on vacation. We made it to our gate. Board in about 40 minutes. The worst part of travel is the airport. So it's not that airports are just too bad. I just hate the waiting and the anticipation with a vacation to start. And it doesn't really start until I get to MCO, Orlando National Airport. But good things come to those who wait, right? The good news is that's our plane right here. So we shouldn't have any delays. They're already loaded in luggage. We'll be boarding now in about 30 minutes. Hopefully it's smooth, safe traveling. See you guys on the plane. Tradition for us. So I'm a Southwest Visa card holder. Give the opportunity to get priority boarding for free. Something they want to check into because flights to Orlando are always packed. And it guarantees you a priority seat. It's been a long time, about 1 year so far. It's really good to see Orlando. It's been almost a year. I think it's the longest stretch I've gone since COVID. I'm ready for this vacation. So this MCO carpet is iconic. Pretty cool. What's not cool is the line for Jersey Mike's. Holy cow. I'm glad we're not eating here today. First ride of any trip is the MCO monorail. One of my favorite water fountains. I love the Orlando airport. Makes you realize the fun's about to begin. Alright, so we're out of the airport, going to grab some lunch. Baggage check was kind of chaotic. Getting the rental car was super easy. I'm telling you guys, if you come to Orlando, Alamo is the best one. I've used them 4 times so far. I've had to wait in line maybe twice, and each time there's only one other person in front of me. Highly suggest Alamo in Orlando. As for lunch, we're at White Castle. Give me some sliders. Okay, so I got a couple of sliders, a bacon ranch slider, and some loaded fries. Let's see what these taste like. First, for the traditional slider. It looks just like what you get in the frozen food department. A little fresher, pretty good. Now the loaded fries. There we go. This has cheese, ranch, and bacon. Probably a little too much bacon. I think I would get these without bacon next time. There's a lot of bacon. So if I didn't have enough bacon on the fries, I got it on my chicken slider. This has bacon, cheese, and ranch dressing. It's good, don't get me wrong. But this is no different than what you get at your local Jack in the Box or whatever. These are on a smaller scale. Go to White Castle, I say stick with the sliders. Okay, so White Castle, it wasn't too bad. The sliders were fantastic. Let me take that back. The cheeseburger sliders were fantastic. The chicken was just okay. The loaded cheese fries was too much. I think next time I would definitely do just the cheese fries, I'm not going to say it's not worth your trip out here, but it's not worth your trip out here. I mean, it's good. It's not marginally better than what you get at the frozen food section. It is a lot more fresh, I will say that. But if you want to check it out, do so. My advice is just to stick with the cheeseburger sliders. So I think the plan now is we're going to head to Celebration and just kind of look around. All right, so we're in Celebration. If you don't know anything about Celebration, it is a town built and designed by Imagineers at Walt Disney World for people to come and live in full time. It's no longer associated with Disney, but you see Disney touches throughout the town. One of the main reasons why I wanted to come here is my favorite YouTuber, Adam the Woo, actually lives here, and there's a ton of spots around here that I want to check out that he films at almost on a weekly basis. Per his last video, he's not in town, which I'm actually thankful for, so it makes me feel less like a stalker, even though that's not the case. I just want to see Celebration itself and see all the things that I see on TV pretty much on a weekly basis. So this clock is almost in every single Adam the Woo video when he's in town. It's kind of iconic for me, kind of cool to see for the first time. You see that little cyclist will move with the minute hand. The wind's crazy, y'all, and I didn't bring my wind muff, so I apologize, but check this out. It's such a picturesque lake here, the old movie theater in the background, Main Street down here. Like I said, I watch Adam the Woo every day, and being here where he always films, it feels so familiar, like I've been here before, and this is my absolute first time. So here's Market Street. During Christmas, they turned this into an ice skating rink. It's pretty cool to have in Central Florida. And then on Sundays, they have a farmer's market out here. This is just a awesome little town to live in. Combination of houses, townhomes, and condos. And right behind where I was just filming is the Celebration Lake. Let's go see if we can see an alligator. The Celebration movie theater, absolutely beautiful building. We've been closed for well over a decade. A large movie chain bought it out and this leaves it empty, so you'll visit their other location. Kind of sad what corporate greed can do. Such an awesome town square. I love my little town I live in now. It's got a cool downtown, but nothing like this. We're absolutely loving Celebration. It's definite empty nester retirement goals for us, and definitely giving something to work for. I like it here. All right, so I think we're done touring Celebration. This place is pretty cool. It's really built out like an old, I want to say Cape Cod style houses, some condos, townhomes, like I said earlier. It's a really cool master plan community. Could totally see us living here. Out of all the times I've been house shopping with my wife, never ever seen more excited. So we're a little tired. We're gonna go check into our first hotel. Okay, so we made it to our first hotel. For the first couple of nights, we're staying at the Hyatt Place right outside Disney Springs. Great reviews online. So far we haven't had much luck with the rooms. That first one we checked into and there was just used drinks on the counter and somebody's keys on the counter. Though the bed was made and the door was locked. They said nobody was staying there, but of course I didn't want to stay in that room, so they gave us another one. This one here looks clean. We got here though, the door was open. That was a bit concerning at first, but turned out the door doesn't shut all the way. So as of right now, I can't say that I recommend this hotel, but we're only going to be here for a couple of nights and not going to be in the room most of the time as well. But let's go ahead and show you guys the room. Really not much to it, just a moody pre-tween, the sofa, the built-in fold-away bed, and a king-size bed. Your standard TV and dresser, nothing much. So the plan is to hang out here for a couple hours, get some rest, maybe go check out one more neighborhood, then head to Disney Springs for the night, get some dinner, and hopefully we're able to stay up for that drone show. I told y'all Disney Springs would be busy on a Saturday night. So it's 6:30, we're running out of steam. I think our plan is going to change a little bit. Don't think we're going to make it to the drone show tonight. We're going to walk around, do some shopping at Walt Disney, grab a bite to eat, and head back to the hotel. So I used to collect shirts. Now I'm into mugs. Roosevelt does such a better job with shirts than Disney does. So I'd rather have a mug. Let's see if we can find me one. I think we may have a winner. Gonna look around a little bit more though, just in case. I do like this one though. But I already do have a Disney Dad mug. Choices, man, choices. So World of Disney was a madhouse. Of course, everything's gonna be a madhouse on a Saturday night. Got one item, I'll show you guys back in the hotel, but now it's snack time. We went to the poutine spot, got the butter chicken poutine, looks delicious. Look at that, it's got french fries, butter chicken, paneer cheese. This looks absolutely amazing. I think I can hear me. That butter chicken paired with potato, really good combination. Almost like a French fry, samosa is what it's called, I believe. But yeah, this is a really good dish. So day one's winding down. We've had Whataburger, we've had White Castle, we've had poutine. Now it's time for something sweet. We're gonna end the night here at Summer House on the Lake. And through the magic of mediocre editing, we were back at the hotel. Summer House on the Lake was pretty crowded. So was Disney Springs in general. I knew it was going to be, but we're exhausted. So we skipped the drone show, we skipped eating the cookies there at Disney Springs, and decided to come back to the hotel. But I wanted to show you guys. They had a massive selection there. We stopped by Gideon's. Gideon's had an hour wait. The Summer House on the Lake, we walked right on up. As you can see at the B-roll I'm throwing over right now, there was plenty of choices to choose from. I got down to deciding between the lemon cookie and the Cinnabon cookie. And the one I really want to try was the oatmeal apple pie. They were totally out of that. But I went with the lemon just because the guy behind the counter told me it was the #1 seller. My wife got the chocolate chip cookie, and my daughter got the chocolate chip M&M cookie. So let's go and give them a try. So cookie number 1. This is the lemon cookie. Look at this. This thing is massive. Let's give this a try. It's very tart. Oh, I hate saying this. Has a bit of a cardboard taste to it. It doesn't taste the best. You bite into it, you get cardboard, then you get a strong tart lemon flavor. You try one more time. It's nice and soft. I don't like it. So let's try the chocolate chip. Chocolate chip, not quite as big, but still massive cookie. Take off a little bite here. This is my wife, so she'd be upset if I took too much. Nice chocolate chunks in there. This is a much better cookie. Very soft and chewy. Is it the best chocolate chip cookie I've ever had? No. It's a really good one. So Summer House on the Lake. Lemon cookie, no. Chocolate chip, yes. And maybe next time I will get that cinnamon roll cookie. Alright, so this is the end of day 1. We are exhausted. We're going to go to bed. In the second half of the video, we'll start off at Boma at Animal Kingdom Lodge. Alright, so I'm back. I forgot to show you guys what we got at Disney Springs. But before we do that, I'll let you know my wife actually enjoyed that lemon cookie. So maybe just my taste buds, who knows. But my daughter is obsessed with Winnie the Pooh. Got this nice Winnie the Pooh Loungefly bag with the Disney Visa card. Got $10 off. Pretty nice. I'm going to wait till the end of the trip for my souvenir. Most likely it's going to be that coffee cup I showed you guys earlier. Maybe I'll find something else while I'm at the parks. We'll wait and see. But alright, for real this time. We'll see you tomorrow at Boma. Good morning, everyone. Day 2 has officially begun. We started off the day with Boma breakfast. Man, it was delicious. They didn't have my favorite goat cheese eggs out today, but I still had those African tots and that coconut oatmeal. So daggum good. So we're at Animal Kingdom Lodge still. No animals out right now, unfortunately. Hopefully they'll be out here in a moment. But the plan is to go over to Hollywood Studios, jump on the Skyliner, and just ride the Skyliner around to the different resorts. And then maybe later on, we'll go check out University of Central Florida campus. Should be a great day. So no animals are out still. Looks like they have the maintenance trucks out here. Maybe something going on in Savannah. Who knows? But yeah, kind of disappointing to come to Animal Kingdom Lodge and not see anything. Animal Kingdom is such a beautiful resort. Kind of hung out, did a little bit of shopping. Now I'm gonna catch a bus over to Hollywood Studios to do that Skyliner crawl. And just like that, we're here at Hollywood Studios. Let's get a Skyliner and go soaring.
307, watch your step down, okay?
This fun, Zizza?
Yep, I miss this.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard the Disney Skyliner at Disney's Hollywood Studios. We are on our way to Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort with connecting flights to Epcot International Gateway, Disney's Pop Century Resort, and Disney's Art of Animation Resort.
So it's amazing. The very first time I was on the Skyliner, it was about 2 weeks after it first opened. I was scared to death. And now this is kind of relaxing for me. Nice breeze. So even though there's not AC in here, it's pretty cool. So now we're on the Skyliner from Caribbean Beach over to Epcot. This is where we hit the highest point of the Skyliner, where 3 years ago, Mike would have been scared out of my pants.
Aboard,
I'm starting to relax a
You
little
are on
bit.
the
Starting
Disney
to
Skyliner
chill
at
out
Disney's
and
Caribbean
trusting that
Beach
these things are going to
Resort.
fall to my
We're
death.
flying to Disney.
We are up there. It's the Caribbean Beach Resort. Pretty much flying over somebody's hotel room right now.
We are now sailing over Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort, home to a collection of tropical villages inspired by the colorful architecture and lifestyle of the Caribbean islands.
So we're stopped. Mic check. I'm doing okay. I think I've overcame my fear of heights for the most part. It still gets me sometimes, but in fact, if you want to know how I got over my fear of flying, and you want to see a video on that, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Sadly, this is the closest we're going to get to Epcot this trip.
Please remain seated until the doors automatically open. When exiting the cabin, please supervise children, collect your belongings, and watch your step.
Sadly, we can't stay on the Skyliner at Epcot, so we have to get off and go get back in line, but I'm not really mad about that. It gives us a chance to walk around and see some things here at Epcot without going into the park. So many waterways around Disney World. Really adds to the ambiance. And allows for transportation. We have some friendship boats. Then over here is a regular pontoon boat. You can actually rent these and cruise around Bay Lake. And you can rent these for fireworks parties as well. Pretty neat. There used to be fishing guides on the waters of Walt Disney World. I'm not sure if that came back after COVID. I'll have to find out about that and I'll let you guys know. I'm such an old man. I get to sit here and watch these Skyliners go by. A good 15 minutes. Kind of cool just taking the ambiance. Quick rundown. There's the Skyliner station. Entrance to Epcot. Then over here to my left, right across that bridge is the Yacht and Beach Club. And then around that other bridge over there in the distance, you can walk over to the Boardwalk Hotel. Spaceship Earth off in the distance. Probably one of our favorite Disney icons. Such a cool thing to see. And we can actually see it. There's no scrim on the doors of the Skyliner, so you get a clear picture. As compared to off the back where they have the wraps, you can see it's a little bit shady there. It's kind of cool to see which one you're going to get. But if you want to film and take pictures, the clear ones are the way to go. So my very next gondola, I got a clear one. See how much better that is.
Welcome.
So this pond between Pop and Caribbean Beach Station, I actually saw my first gator on Disney property here. Don't think we're going to see one today, but it was kind of cool to see. I once saw the way to tell there's gators in water in Florida. If you go up to the edge of the water and stick your finger in it, and it's wet, that means there's gators in that body of water. So be careful. All right, so we just got off the Skyliner at the Pop Century Art of Animation. I guess you'd call this station. But anyway, just to give you an idea how close that Pop Century and Art of Animation are. Right here, you have Art of Animation. And right over here, you have Pop Century. Very close together. So we are at Pop now, just kind of chilling and hanging out. This is our favorite value resort. It's louder than the other resorts, as you can tell in the background, but you still find a place to chill, just people watch. What we like most about Pop is it feels like Disney, it feels like you're on vacation, and it's filled with energy. People having fun, kids having fun. If I was on a couples trip, this would be my first choice, but for a family, can't beat Pop. Okay, so this is the end of our Skyliner crawl. The plan is take the Skyliner back to Hollywood Studios, then head back to Animal Kingdom, get a cart, then on to the next adventure here in Florida. All right, so change of plans. We actually decided to forego UCF this trip. Now we're at the Vineland Outlet Mall. Let's see what we can find here. So the first shop we ended up going to was called Heroes and Villains. A lot of Funko Pops in here. Really digging these Back to the Future ones. And of course they have Disney. Got a cool Pluto, Daisy, Chip, Dale, Angry Donald. I got Minnie the People Mover, which is really cool. Mickey Mouse. And up here they have the man himself, Walt. Bet he never expected to be a Funko Pop. If lounge flies are your thing, plenty here as well. We made our way to the character warehouse. I actually had to wait in line. Moving pretty fast. We were in line for 5 minutes. We're about 10 people from the door. Not too bad at all. It's Sunday. It's packed here. That character warehouse, man, it was shoulder to shoulder people. It was hard to move around. Not worth the savings. We saw a couple of good deals, especially for like some lounge flies. There were some in there for $25. Nothing that I was willing to wait in that 20-minute line for to check out. I'm okay with lines at Disney because I get to ride a fun ride, but when I'm waiting lines at a store and I have to pay money, not the same at all. I'd rather buy things in the park or maybe try to come during the week sometime. Hopefully it's not as crowded, but who knows? I mean, a lot of this stuff's going to be vacationers and not locals, so you just never know what the crowds are going to be like. But yeah, wasn't worth it for me. Also, parking here there was hardly any spots. Everything was set up for valet and paid indoor parking. We were able to find one spot. So luckily that I was able to see somebody go into their car. I was able to take their spot. But yeah, this was an experience to say the least. I will try it again, but never on a weekend again. But the Funko Pop, the Heroes and Villains, that was the start of the show. Customer service in there was fantastic. And the lady behind the counter who helped me out, so polite, so nice. Highly recommend that place. Y'all like my head glowing there? So we're back at the hotel. My daughter's exhausted. She still hasn't recovered from getting up early for our flight yesterday. And thought it was best to let her come back and rest. I know today is supposed to be more about exploring Florida and we haven't done as much as I would like to have. But I'd rather her rest now so we can go strong at the theme parks on Monday and Tuesday. So we're going to play the rest of the night by ear. We're going to take maybe an hour nap, see how she feels, and decide what we're going to do after that. So things didn't go exactly as planned today. We still did BOMA, we did the Skyliner, but we didn't do much exploring at all. Like I mentioned earlier, my daughter got tired, wanted to come back to the hotel room. We stayed here for a little bit, and then we just decided that we're going to go pick up our tickets to Universal so we can start strong tomorrow and just rest and relax. So the exploring portion of Florida didn't happen exactly the way I wanted it to. But that's okay. You got to be flexible sometimes on vacation and take in consideration the other members of your family. I'm very guilty of that myself. I plan a really tight schedule, and sometimes people just aren't up for it, and that's okay. So since the last update, really the only thing we did is went to Universal, picked up the tickets. I did go by Orange World and try their orange juice, and just kind of drove up International Drive to seeing all the old tourist spots, and we picked up fast food and came back to the hotel. Daughter's in the shower now. I'm not far behind. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video. Next week's video will be our time at Universal. And then the third video from this trip is going to be our time at Disney. I thank you so much for watching. And until the next video, y'all have a magical week.